militant, but somehow you the one tanking. No limit to where I could take it. And you know me as a crisp bottle sender, check pick up. I thought we looked out for one another. All his brothers in the struggle, too blessed to be humble. I guess it's different in the city I come from. All
Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on? Oh, we got an echo. All right, so we're gonna be talking about, you know what I'm gonna start doing every Friday. I'm going to do a recap of our weekly VIP signals that was called, giving you guys some basic understanding, some basic tools, some basic concepts on how to make money in the financial market. All right, so if you guys like that idea, let me know in the comment section, in the live section, or in the post session of this video. Let me know what you guys think. All right. So again, every Friday we're gonna be talking about cryptocurrencies, stocks, foreign currencies, exotics, commodities, gold, silver, all those type of things. All right. So basic understanding, because there's a lot of people who are not who watch my channel, all right, who want to travel, who want to find a source of income to be able to do certain things. All right. And I want to show you guys how to do that and how I do it. All right. And there's a lot of people in my group who are travelers as well, who make extra income just by doing this. What up, Trey? Good morning, bro. Well, it might be afternoon. It's 2 o'clock here. All right. So I'm gonna go through my Telegram chat. And I'm gonna go over the signals that I called this week, going back to Monday. Actually, you know what? We can start back for FOMC. All right, FOMC was a few days ago. Actually, let me work my way back to a week. Good morning, good morning. Make sure you guys hit that like button on y'all's ways in. Help your boy out. All right, so nobody hit the like button. We got 4 people in here watching. Nobody hitting the like button. All right, so let's go back throughout the week, and we're gonna drop it to the 15-minute time frame. I'm gonna show you guys setups that we caught this week. Why the hell is this? All right, let's get it. All right, first and foremost, I and everybody in my group, we trade the New York session, London session for the most part. All right, 99% of the time we're trading the New York session, which for me is at 9 a.m. to about 17 o'clock, which is 5 p.m. So from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., we're looking for trade setups. I typically trade in between 9 to 11:30, 12, and I'm done for the rest of the day. All right, so that's typically my schedule. And then we come back. If there's other opportunities to get in, we'll get in. But for the most part, that's what we look at, those time frames. Depending on your work schedule or your availability, that can differ. All right, so let me just show you guys. This right here was news, but this was NFP today. All right, let me do this real quick. Let's go back into replay mode. All right, let's go back into replay mode. Right here, you can see that the market is moving sideways. All right, so you have consolidation or ranging market as we call it. All right, this is a ranging market. It's not going up, it's not going down, it's basically just moving sideways. All right, we had NFP today, which is a non-farm payroll, which is a massive news event, happens the first Friday of every single month. Typically, that's when it falls. Sometimes it might fall on a Thursday, but for the most part, it falls on Fridays at 9:30. First Friday of every month. All right, so we don't have much movement going on here. Price is pretty much just ranging in between here, right? And then these are also good opportunities to get into the market. So when price is at the bottom of the range, you can buy, right? And you will buy it basically back to the top of the range. Once it hits up here, all right, close your profit. So for instance, if you bought down here, let's go back and let's say you used $1. Or for this, you would use like 10, right? So say you use like $10. And you bought right here. So basically you would get in here and just take it all the way back up to the top of this range. Right up there it hit. So from here, you're looking at a little bit of pips, nothing too crazy, but this is a scalp. So $10, right? That's 55 pips just went up, right? 55 pips. So from here to here, if that's $10, right? You're looking at, you can easily do the math on that, right? If that's $10 per pip, with the stop loss being right below. All right, so this will look like this. So you would buy here at the bottom, stop loss will be right below here to protect the trade, take this back up to the top of this range, and $555 you could have made just in a couple minutes, right? Well, I say a couple minutes, but it's really like an hour or two, right? Ranging from range to range. As soon as price hit up here at the top, price is up here at the top of this range now. Now you would sell and just catch it coming back down. All right, now we go short. Sell here, stop loss above the range. Take it back down to the bottom of this range for basically another $500. All right, so let's run this trade and see what happens. All right, and there you go, take profit hit. Now, simple, bro, simple. You could have hit, this is all basically in the same day, right? So you got into the first buy at midday, at noon, right? At noon. You got into this trade at noon, got out of this trade right about 8 o'clock. right? 8 o'clock, 8:15, right? So you made $500 in 8 hours, basically. So from 12 to 8, you made $550. Then you took the trade from the top of the range back to the bottom of the range and made another $500. So basically, you got into a trade again about what is this, 9 o'clock. All right, took a little break, saw it hit the top of the range about 9, 10 o'clock, and then caught it back coming down for another $500 with $10 per pip, with the stop loss at the very top to protect the trade, because you don't want the trade, if you're selling, you don't want the trade to come out the top, right? You want it to keep following and come down to the bottom. If you're buying, you don't want the trade to come out the bottom. Right? Now, what happened over here is where the money is at. All right? What happened over here is where the money is. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way in. I don't usually do this, but I'm giving you guys, I'm showing y'all some stuff that we do on an everyday basis in the VIP group. Right? Again, I'll make this a reoccurring thing every Friday. Feeling good today. Just left the gym. So yeah. So make sure you guys hit that like button. Now, over here, I personally, I'm a breakout trader. I like the trend trade. I like the breakout trade. All that right there. All right. So eventually, when prices ranging like this, it's consolidated, it's going up and down, up and down, up and down. It's not really doing shit. When it breaks out, is where you want to execute the trade. All right. And then over here, this is during London session. So this is at like 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:45 for me. We see price starting to break out. Right. And boom, there's a breakout. So right there, I know that price could possibly do this right here. I know price can break out. It can come back up and retest this to confirm, okay, we out of this box. Let's go further. All right, let's go further. But in order to do that, I need to see a break below. This is just my method, right? I need to see a break below where the candle actually broke out at. So if I get another candle that breaks below that, I'm in for the trade, no questions asked. All right, so here we go. Next candle that retesting back in, I'm waiting, right? That's why I'm not in this trade yet. That's exactly why I'm not in this trade yet. And there you go, boom. So it really retested back into the midline, right? Now we do have traders in the group that trade this, and how they traded this was like this. All right, this is exactly how they traded this. So you take the Fibonacci, all right? You take your Fibonacci. See this? From the most recent high up here, most recent high to the most recent low. And then as soon as price pushes into this golden zone, right, which is the money zone, as soon as price pushes in this or gets close to it at all, you get into the trade. All right, so let's delete that. Because we know price already broke out. We just need to get into a good position, right? Selling right now would ideally, it's cool because sometimes prices just drop straight out from there. But a lot of times price will retrace back up to and give you a discounted price. All right, so let's watch and play it out. Right, so we see price pushing up to this. So 9:15. Boom. See how price pushed into that? Let me zoom that in. See how price pushed into that target zone? Now you would have sold right here. Boom, sell. All right, because as you're watching this live, you see price just pushing. Boom, and it hits in. So really your entry should have been up here, which is cool. It is what it is. And then next thing you know, that next candle is NFP, right? Which is the big news event. And then watch this. Massive, bro. Massive. Look at this candle. Literally off of the golden zone. Right? So wait for the breakout, wait for the retest to pull back, and you in a bag, bro. Literally. It's exactly how we caught that move on NFP. Those who traded it caught it. Those who didn't. Now you run this back again. So that was today. This was today. All right, this is today. This is today. Now let's go to we traded GU, EU, USD, CHF, UJ, UCAD. Bro, we traded everything. Gold, everything. All right, so let's flip the gold real quick. All right, let's flip the gold real quick. All right, so gold you can see is clearly in a range as well. Let's draw this trend here. Right, you can see how price is pushing up, came down, pushed up again, came back down, right? So again, these are the best markets to be in, right? These are the best markets to be in. So with that being said, let's replay this back again. And mind you, the coding that I have literally told you to buy right here. Look at this candle. It literally told you to buy right here. As soon as you saw this, you should have been buying because there's a support level here. You should have been buying right there. As soon as you saw this bull pop up, automatic buy, all right? And we're going to buy right here. I'm just going to show you on the screen how much money you could have made on this trade, all right? So there we go. We're going to go from, we already see it's ranging, all right? We're going to go from the bottom to the top. Simple. All right, we go from the bottom to the top of this range with the stop loss being like we said, we go long. Entry is here. Stop loss is gonna be below here, below our tag. Take this up to the top, which is damn near a 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio. And you could have made bread on this. All right, could have made bread on this. All right, so let's run this trade and see how much money. Look at the dollar amount on the screen. This is not guesswork, bro. This is what we do. All right, this is what we do. Now, anybody in the chat could have used $354, right? I mean, I don't give a shit what you do for money. This right here is a risk-free trade, and the shit didn't need to come down negative at all, not even once. All right, cool. That's bread. Secure the bag, and then now because price is up here, now we're gonna sell. All right, now we're gonna sell with the same attitude. We'll go short. We're gonna go stop losses below, above, right? And we're gonna do the same thing. Come back and target. We're gonna come back and target this support area. Look at the bread, bro. TP hit right there. See that TP hit off the support. Cool. Literally, that was what 300 something over here, 345 over here, 200 something right here. Secure the bag. Now, when we saw price come down here and make this engulfing candle, which basically is showing us, okay, cool, this is support here. Price is not dropping below this. And then we got a bull candle overtowering a bear candle. So we're going to buy and just scalp this back up to the top with the stop loss being below. All right, same thing, bro. TP hit right there. And look at this. And then you caught NFP. Look at that, the rocket. You see what I'm saying? Like, you didn't even have time to really close this because by the time you were ready to close, the news release. And now you didn't caught this big ass candle. So you see, so that is literally the method to the madness. Buy here, boom, catch it. Sell here, boom, buy again, boom, and catch this massive ass candle for the news release. All right. And this is where price is currently at right now. Now, I'm gonna make a prediction, and I'll do this on live stream because I'm that confident that this is what gold is gonna be doing, right? It's already making a flag pattern, which is a continuation pattern. About to rain again. All right, so again, price is doing that buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. Is doing that game again. So all you gotta do, all right, I'm personally gonna wait until price breaks out or come back down to the bottom of this range. Because the lower you can get on a buy entry, the better. So for me, I'm waiting for price, and I'm actually gonna mark this up and send it to the group. I'm waiting for price to come back down into this range here. I'll make this green. I'm waiting for price to come back down to this low. Because if I buy right now, what happens if it drops again? Now I'm hella negative with an entry way up here. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna wait for price to drop back into this bottom support area, close above it, which probably won't happen today. Right? Which probably won't happen today. But I'm gonna wait for it to push back. Could be Monday. But this is what's gonna happen on gold. This is gold. This is what's gonna happen, bro. All right, gonna get this pivot, boom, playing this ping pong game, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then we're gonna get something like this. All right, we're gonna get a move like this again, which is this gold zone is on the high time frames. All right, so this is gold on the high time frame. And if you look right here on the 4-hour chart, gold is already broke above this trend line right here. Let me delete this. Gold has already broke a trend line. Right? See this massive push up, boom. This white line trading right here going this way is a trend line. It broke above that, and it broke above the 200 moving average. So we should be seeing and we just started a new 4-hour candle about 30 minutes ago, right? Market's gonna close for the week here in about 3 hours. Marvelous, what's up, bro? Trading is life. I do penny stocks. That's good for you, bro. Good for you. And then, so we got a break above, right? See this candle right here that broke above the trend line, right? This candle broke above the trend line. The next 4-hour candle is already starting, right? Started about 30 minutes ago. This is little green candle here. And I'm personally waiting for price to break above this yellow line here to take the gold up, right? And where am I taking gold up to? The next level, which here's a level here. Take it to this level here. All right, and then the next level up from there is this level here. That's TP2, and then from there, I'll take it to here. All right, which is the ultimate TP at the very top up here. So that's where I'm looking for gold to be going. Could be next week they could do that. All right, but let's just hypothetically see how much money that could possibly be. So let's go back to where price is right now. Let's match it to where it is over here. So let's see if you use a dollar, right? How much is that gonna be? So let's say we use a dollar. Let's go two. All right, let's say we invest $2, right? And we take price all the way back up to the top where it's at right now. So we're looking at $173. That's a $173 move. So let's say if you got a $100 account, you literally can double that account. Now, of course, if you want to use 5, me personally, I like to stagger my trades. I don't just put in a $2 position. I'll stagger with like 0.01s. I might do that a couple times, so I have like multiple positions. All right, so let's run that again. Let's say I got 5 positions staggered, not all at once. I think like right over here somewhere. Yeah, right there. Thinking of getting in Forex and futures because you could potentially make more and market can't be manipulated as much. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, get into my group, bro. You'll learn everything you need to know. It's super simple, super easy. Um, so let's say we got in right here, right? With $5. I'm talking about small 0.01s, which is the smallest lot size you can do. Market is still at the same price where it's at now. And then look at the difference, right? $400 move. That's a $400 move from where price is right now going into next week. All right, all I gotta do is just wait for this to confirm, break above this area, start respecting this, break above this resistance and close above it, which now makes it a floor, staying above this, right? And then boom, we start watching this creating higher highs. And we just eat up on the bread. Like, that's it. All right. Let's look at, so if you put 500, that would have been 4K profit. Like you mean if you would have put $500, like a $500 lot, which you gotta have some bread in your account, 2,000, 3,000, right? Well, let's say you did, right? Let's say you put up 500. You gotta have some bread in your account to even post that, but it depends on the broker. It would have been way more than that for sure. Been way more than 4K. I'm almost positive. But let's look. Let's look and see. All right, let's look and see. Way more than 4K, dog. Look at that. 40K, yeah. 40 bands. 40 bands. 40 bands. 40 bands. $50 right here. $50. So $50 would be a 4K profit. So yeah, you had that right. You just had the number wrong. $50. 500 is 40 bands. 5,000 is 4 million. All right. So another trade that I was in this week. All right. This is a swing trade. So if you guys don't know what swing trading is, this is where you get into a position and you hold it. All right. And I call this trade. Let me see if I can show y'all real quick. See if I can show y'all real quick. GU, where I said sell GU. See if I can find this. Call a lot of signals in here, bro. A lot. Actually, I don't know if I called this one or not. It was UJ that I called. Yeah, I didn't call this one. This one I just personally took on my own. This one I personally took on my own, and I'm gonna show y'all why I took this on my own. All right, so again, I see that price is in this range. There's a trend line here as well. Right, so price hit a double resistance, and now it just starts to fall. And I know, okay, cool, I should be looking for buys at this level. Why? Because over here it bought once it hit the support area, right? So I should be expecting the same, right? Should be expecting the same. But when price gets at these areas of support and resistance, you need to see some type of characteristics to make the market confirm that. If the market don't confirm that, let's say for instance, like, okay, cool, you're at this price right here. This is not an indication that the market is gonna buy. Like, this is a full healthy red candle, right? It needs to pull back. It needs to show me some type of wick. This is just a full head of steam of a candle that just shows me sell momentum. And look how many red candles is in this sequence. It's only one baby green candle. So this is a bear market. It's a selling market, right? So I would be a fool to buy right there. All right. Now, where we would normally buy off is, I need to see something that makes me buy, but that doesn't. And the next thing you know, cool, New York session sold off as well. And now I got a breakout. Right? So again, when I see breakouts happen, I want to see this. I want to see a breakout. I want to see some type of retest move back to that area. Right? And then I'm going long or I'm going short. All right. So yeah, let's see how this played out. This is exactly the move I took. See how price is pushing back in. Cool. I want to break this yellow line though. All right, there it is. It needs to close outside of this yellow line because that's my breakout line. All right, still respecting that line. You can see it. And there we go, right there. There's my indication. We waited a day for it, but it happened, right? So right here, I'm selling. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the live markets right now. Damn, it's about to rain again. I'm gonna look at the live markets. So right here, I sold right here, right? It wasn't this low, but once I start seeing price breaking this, and then on the lower time frames, you can see it closing below it because it's a 4-hour candle, right? So I scale in on the 5, 15 minute, and I start seeing candles closing below this yellow line. and I was already in, right? So if you drop down to the 15, just drop to the 15 so you can see it, right? So right here, you can see them candles already closing below that yellow line. So I was already in. All right, I was already in, and I was like, okay, where can the price go to? Let me look at some areas of structure. So I was like, okay, this here, right up in this zone. All right, there's a lot of support right here because we see price is basically respecting this area. All right, you see all these candles right here just rejecting right in here. Dropping here, dropping, dropping. So right here, that was my area of TP. Right? So then again, I held this trade for some days. It was some days. But there you go. TP hit. All right, TP got hit. And it wasn't 16 cents. Like it was way more than that. But all right, so no, I'm not. Listen, I'm showing live examples of what happened in the group this week. Signals that I called, trades that I took. But yeah, SP wants to look at the live market. Let's look at the live market. What do you want to look at exactly? What do you want to look at exactly? You're trying to look at Dow Jones, SPX 500, NAS 100, aka NASDAQ. Which you want to look at? GBP, USD, Euro USD. Let me know. Look at oil, Tesla. All right, so we looked at gold already. This is the live market. S&P, SPX 500. All right, so this is gold right here. Let's go back to the live market on gold. So I would actually buy this right here because my code told me to. All right, I would actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna buy this shit right now. I'm gonna buy it right now. Just because the code told me to. All right, I got two positions on this. It's a little early, but this right here told me to buy, so I'm gonna buy. I'm already biased on a buy anyway, so I know that that's gonna happen. Now, as far as getting a better entry, I'm gonna add. I would say add an entry at like right up in this area. Let's say like right here. So if a candle comes down here, that would be a better entry for a buy. All right. U.S. Russia war news. So if this candle starts to drop on me to the area here, that's even better. I'll just put better positions right here. Discounted price. I need to look at these type of streams more, bro. We do this every day in my VIP group. I'm there more than I'm on YouTube. I'm there more than YouTube. So, for instance, the better entry would be down here. So if you're trading, if you want to take a free trade, you can. But yeah, this is. I personally gonna swing trade go up to these levels up here. These are my levels that I'm taking gold to. All right, let me check this trade. No order flow. What do you mean? So we almost in profit. We're almost in profit. All right, so we're in profit right now. It's going in and out, but like I said, I know it's gonna go by long term, so I'm not really too much tripping about it. Mentally, my stop loss is below this area of support right here. I'm already biased on the buy anyway, so I again on the what was it, the 15-minute chart? So already making a flag pattern. We're really buying at the top of a range, which is not good. All right, it's not good. It's not smart, but should be buying down here. All right, should be buying at the bottom. Because it could drop again. But if it drops, I'm not even tripping. Like I really wanted to come down here to this yellow line anyway. All right, that's where I'm gonna put like my major position down here at this yellow line, which is the 50% discount of the Fibonacci. That's where I really want to be. So if it drops, I'm not tripping. That's where I want it to be anyway. All right, he said let's look at gold, and then he said let's look at SPX 500. The market's about to close in about in 2 hours. So that'll be something I hold over the weekend. All right, here we go. S&P 500, SPX 500, whatever you want to call it. It's the same shit. All right, same shit. All right, so S&P is just melting, just like US 30, just like NAS 100. Long term, it's getting some reactions off of this 200 MA. All right, so this check this out. So if you would have been watching this, all right, it's trending, 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 trending. Yeah, so off that, and look, it's a zone right here. All right, so let's draw that. It's a zone right here. Support zone. All right, so market was trending up, massive trend, and then finally it got a break right here on this green candle, but it didn't break, and then finally broke here. All right, and like how I trade all of my breakout strategies, this was the breakout here. All right, that was the first candle that broke out. I mark it off. I wait for my next candle to show me what it's gonna do. Boom, it closed below it. All right, bet. So we in this for a trade, right? Let's just say you use $3 on this trade because SPX 500 is cheap. It's not a heavy hitter like NAS and US 30. And you could have just again caught the news with this trade. All right, and you up $330 right now, and the market's still running $331. You would be in profit right now. Just by simple, bro. This is simple. Simple. All right, you can see the money that you would be in right now. You can see it changing right here, 329, 330. All right, but when you turn this back on, there's a 200 moving average and a zone right here that price is being reacting to. Like it's reacting to this 200 moving average. I personally think it's probably gonna break it, but I wouldn't enter a sell unless it broke below this support zone. So be careful trying to catch falling knives. This is a falling knife. Like, look at the market. It's literally, it's a bear rally. This is what we call rallies, where it's just all red candles. Bull rally, where it's all green candles. This is just massive bear stampede in the market right now. It would be idiotic to try to buy right now off of a bounce. It's just crazy. You don't catch falling knives because this shit can just fall out going into next week as well. So in order for me to confirm this as a sell, I would have to see price break below here and closing below here, right? So it'll look something like this. So the 200 moving average, it'll probably come like right here, right? Do its thing. And I want to see price break below here, come back, retest it, stay below it, all right? And then come back down to the zone here. So that's what I would look at. That's how I would trade this. It needs to, and again, it's gonna be hella patient because this is a 4-hour chart. Every one of these candles is 4 hours, right? This current candle has 6 minutes left on it, and then the next candle we won't even finish out. It'll close mid creation because today's Friday, and the market's closed in the evening. So it would be wise just to wait until next week to see what this is gonna do. Because getting in right now, it could bounce or it could just say, fuck this support and just break through it and come back down to this next level. Because, I mean, look at the wick. You got to look at the characteristic of the candle, right? This candle was all the way up here for New York session. All day, this candle was green. But now, look, the end of New York session, this shit then already flips. And now you see this big-ass wick at the top, and now it's at the bottom half, and it's red, which means sellers are forcing the price down, which goes hand in hand with what the market is doing. Because look at the rally, like it's all red. So it'd be wise just to wait. All right, let price break below here, come back into next week and see what's going on. And yeah, do that. Skills, what up, bro? All right. Any other pairs y'all want to look at? Looked at SPX, looked at gold. Matter of fact, let's come over here and look at gold. What is gold doing? Not doing too much. Volume is starting to dwindle down just because the market's getting ready to close. And it was a big news day today. All right, it was a big news day today. Let me show you guys what happened yesterday, bro. Was yesterday FOMC? Let's go over here and look. Thursday, right? It was Thursday. No, yesterday was PCE. So that was Wednesday. It was Wednesday. Wednesday. Let's go back to Wednesday. Let me show you guys what the hell happened on Wednesday. Yeah, it was cool until Trump started tweaking about Russia, then it dumps. The beautiful thing about it, this business, is that even when Trump do silly shit, you got wars, you got all this political pumping shit into the market, like you can still make money off of it. Let's go back to Wednesday. All right, let's go back to Wednesday, FOMC, which, by the way, Trump is trying to fire Jerome Powell, which is the Fed chair of the Federal Reserve, bro. Like, when that news dropped, dog, the markets was going crazy. So go back to Wednesday. Bro trying to fire the Fed chair. Like, that's who makes the decisions over over the interest rates, cuts, all that shit. All right, so 30-minute chart. So FOMC, all right, I'm gonna show y'all a strategy real quick from FOMC. where we at? Wednesday, Tuesday. All right, here we go. Where's your private group? I'm gonna drop it in the chat room. Actually, you know what? I'll send you. So right again, I told you guys yesterday on live stream, I'm offering y'all to get in right now for 25. It's usually 100 to get into my group, right? It's usually 100 to get in, but I'm only doing it for a small amount of time. I really told y'all today, August 1st, I was gonna go back to retail price, but if you guys want to jump in, I'll let y'all in for 25, bro. And it's only a one-time fee, but it's like you'll make that shit back in no time. Anybody that's in my group that's actually actively trading and making, you know, and following the signals, doing it, they made that shit back the same day or the next day. Not even just the money. Like, it was the $100 that they paid. They made that shit back. So, and they learned so much. Give me 1 second. I'll drop the trading waiting room. So you join the waiting room, and then I'll message you privately and get the, you know, Cash App or Zelle. Then I'll add you into the VIP that way. But here's the link right here if you want to join. Don't join the shit if you ain't serious, because I don't have time to waste for people who ain't serious. So if you want to join in, again, it's only 25 right now. The shit's usually 100. So let's go back to what we was talking about, all right? So FOMC, when the Feds come out and start talking about interest rates, if they're gonna cut, if they're gonna leave it the same, if they're gonna increase, he comes out right here, right? At 3 o'clock, he comes out. At 3:15, he starts talking, and the market just going crazy. Boom, boom, both ways, right? This is what you do. This is exactly what the fuck we did in the group. All right, it's exactly what we did in the group, bro. Shouldn't even really be showing y'all this for real. All right. Anything in here, we're not trading. Nothing in here. Nothing in this shit we're trading. Because this is just whipsaw city. You're going to get ping pong back and forth. You're going to get just whipsaw, basically, is the terminology. You don't want to be in the market. When price breaks below or above, we're looking to go long or short in the market. And this is exactly what happened, bro. Price broke, bet, say less, we in, right? But I want to see a candle break below this breakout candle. All right, to get in, to confirm this as a true breakout. Price push back in. I ain't interested yet. I need to see you break all the way out for me. All right, coming out again. Stop playing. Patience, patience, patience. By the way, stop loss is at the middle of here. Right? So again, you never got into this trade, right? You never got in. You never got into this trade. It's perfectly fine. Now we got a breakout, and here we are, right here. All right? This candle. See this candle that broke out? This candle right here, it broke out. All right? So right there, I'm in this trade 100% because I'm looking at how this candle closed. It's a full red candle, no wicks at the bottom. It's about to go crazy, right? So at this point, I'm in, patiently waiting for this trade. And then we sold right here, all right? And then we look, okay, cool. Where are we taking this trade to? Now, I believe it was down here to this yellow line, which I already marked this up earlier, all right? So this was FOMC. Right? So when you see, you're in a sale, right? You're in this sale and you see price come back, you're like, damn, okay, I was positive. Now it's coming back to my entry. So I'm like in and out of positive, negative. It drops again. Now I'm like hella positive and it comes back up again, right? So it's just playing with the psychology of the trader. Now it's starting to push back down again. But we know this is a patient setup. So you got to hold this for a minute. And then there you go, TP hit right there, right? Same shit happened for USDJPY, right? FOMC happens every month at the end of the month. Every month at the end of the month. All right. UJ did the same thing. So let's go back to UJ. UJ did the opposite though, because the news was positive, right? If I'm not mistaken. Or it was neutral. So let's go to UJ. But UJ shot up. All right, UJ shot up. So same thing. Make sure you guys hit the like button in the chat. It don't cost y'all no money to hit the like button, bro. All right, so right here, FOMC comes out. Anything that has to do with USD is gonna go crazy like that. All right, Fibonacci this. All right, I think UJ I got in early and I was negative for a while on this, but it was still cool. Like it didn't. I think it broke out the top instantly. Yep. So right here was the breakout. Now, I think I got in on this one early, with my stop loss being below here. And this one, I usually go like on these. I usually go like 5 or 6 to 1 risk to reward ratios. So this one was a long, right, with the stop loss being like below the middle line. I don't put a hard stop loss. I usually just go mental. All right, so it's about almost like a 4 to 1 risk to reward ratio. All right. So this one broke out early. Damn it. Trying to delete this line off. All right, so it was profit, and it dropped below. I didn't close the trade though, because I was like, bro, I know this shit finna come back up. And even on the long-term time frames, I know that prices wanted to push up. So it dropped down, and this is exactly why I don't put in stop losses manually. I watch how the market is making around that time. And even when I saw this right here, because USDJPY makes a lot of W patterns, right? So I saw this double bottom right here. So I was like, all right, bet, I'm not tripping. I'll keep the trade. And even what I did, I added a position when price broke the middle of the W, right? Because when price makes these W's, it'll look like this, right? Boom, right? And then technically you're supposed to enter this pattern when price breaks above the W pattern. So right in here would be the ideal entry on a W pattern. All right, and that's exactly what happened right here. So even though I was negative, I didn't even put a big position there because it's a swing trade, so it was small. I would think I was down like maybe 10, 15 bucks. But when I saw it drop down here, I was like, oh shit, I'm finna catch this off of the 50% discount, and it's a W pattern down here. I'm gonna catch it down here. All right, so I caught it down here, added an entry, added a better entry, and then caught this whole thing coming back up. All right, so let me delete all this off on the side. So that's the link down there in the chat if you guys want to join the group. All right, so this was the trade. It played out just like this. So now the first entry is positive, and this down here is just extremely positive. All right, that's my TP up there at the top of that line. All right, and then it just eventually failed. But by that time, I had got into this trade, New York session, the previous day, right? This was the previous day. So I basically held this shit for almost a day and a half, right? And by this time over here, this shit just fell out. I got out of this trade over here. But right here, at the top up here, I was like, you know what? I'm cool with the profits. Close the trade. Sometimes you don't need to hit TP to be comfortable. Joe, what's up? Hi, Chief. Do you have stats for your setups? What do you mean? Let me check this gold trade, by the way. Let me check this gold trade. All right, so I want this to. Damn, did it drop down there? See this shit? How it dropped down there? It dropped right into that zone and then spiked back up. I wanted to get into this right here. Damn. Today, let's see. $1,100, but I'm down 14 right now on well, it's $8 now. Between German 30 that I caught, let me show you. It's better I'll just show you. Let me find this trade. I only traded twice today, if I'm not mistaken. So I caught 2 positions on NAS, one for 354, one for 112. Give me 1 second. All right, so I sold NAS 100 today, caught the move for $354, $112. And then caught German 30 earlier this morning at like 4 a.m. for $202.22, $123.96, and $87.40. Now with this gold, if this gold plays out, oh shit, we might be profiting gold right now. Yep, we're in profit for gold. I just call this gold on live stream right now. So if gold plays out, then, we'll be good. I really want to get this damn position down here, bro. Like right here would have been at this yellow line where it actually reversed. See, now this is starting to break out. Where is SP at? Um, I don't have. If you're asking like what's the percentage of my win rate, I would say it's 85%. 80 to 85% of the time we win trades. We hardly lose trades. If you lose trades in here, it's because of greed or you over risking, and it takes you out of the trade before it even moves. But I would probably say 85% of the time we win trades, which is a phenomenal percentage. Check out gold, bro. If you took this trade, you should be in profit right now. Yep. So hey, it's same shit. You should still be making money. You can trade gold over there too. But as you can see, it's starting to break out. Now we want this. We got a minute 40 on this candle. It's breaking out beautifully. Again, my bias is already bullish on gold anyway. So let's just see what happens. But definitely in profit right now for sure. Definitely in profits. Beautiful move. Beautiful push up. This entry down here would have been even better. It's breaking the level on S&P. It's in that level right now for sure. It's in that level. It needs to break below here for me to sell it. I would get in right now on live stream if it actually breaks below here. It needs to break below here and stay below. I need to see something like this. And I'll get in right here. Something like that, I'll be cool with. All right? Something like that, I'll be cool with. Something like that, I'll be cool with. On gold, I was waiting for the news to come in. Oh, to come, I seen the negative for USD enter instantly, skyrocket, and made good money for my funded. Nice. 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 All right, so we got a close on gold. Not the best close, to be honest. Yep, breaking retest. It's not the best close. It's actually an indecisive candle, but it is a breakout. But it's not enough for me. I'm already in the trade, so I'm in now, so it ain't nothing I can do. It's in profit, but once you in, you're invested. I'm invested, so at this point, just gotta see where it goes. But in order for me to truly close this trade, it needs to come out of the bottom for me. Again, because I know that price is in this. See, now breaking back in a retest. Again, my 50 line, this yellow line is my green light to add entry. I got in. I was doing some I was showing other people something else. And I was supposed to get in right here at this damn yellow line area. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock here. Markets are closing 2 hours. Like I said, I'll take like a decent little profit. But again, it's a swing trade, bro. Like it's a swing setup for real. Look on a daily chart. I mean not daily, the 4 hour. On a 4 hour, it's already broke above the 200. It's already broke above the trend line. Right, I'm targeting these highs up here. So really and truly, it is 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, depending on where you are. And the market is about to close, but swing trades you hold even when the market's closed. I'm gonna hold it, bro. I'm gonna hold it. I don't want to miss the position. It's literally at the start of a reversal, and you can see how it's reversing. Like price is already breaking above these previous lows, right? It's breaking. Nah. Look at the 4 hour, bro. Look at the 4 hour. Look at the 4-hour. All right, this is the 4-hour. There's so much liquidity to the upside. It's ridiculous. Like, look how much room, the possibilities up here, right? If it, like I said, if it fails, it fails. But it's already broke this low, right? It's already broke. It's a shift in the market. Shift in the market. Broke this. Took this low out. All right, took that previous low out, and now we're pushing above here. This was NFP today, right? Price already broke above the trend line that I got marked off. If you need to see it, you can, right there. All right, here's the trend line. It's actually kind of shit. Let me move this down some. All right, so there you go. So price already, look, it broke this, retested it, and dropped. Beautiful, right? Made a W pattern, great. Now it's pushing back above that trend line, all right, for a hard retest, but it's pushing up twice and already closed above it. To me, that's not respecting the resistance. That's telling me that this shit finna go long. So, yeah. And if you want to confirm that, we can go look at other people's ideas. I mean, if you want to look at other people's ideas on here, you can. But no, it's not the high. It's really at the break. It's really at a good spot, to be honest. Like, it can come a little lower. Maybe if it drops back down to, like, again, that yellow line where I had it is a discounted price. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it comes back down here, back into like the 33.42 range, somewhere up in there, but it's gonna retest again, right? Like, really and truly, this was a scalp, but I know it's gonna go long. But if I'm being honest, my real position that I'm gonna get in for a buy is gonna be like down here, right? Because I know price already broke out, so you always have to think retest. So you got the breakout, it's gonna come back down and retest. This will be the ideal discounted price to come long. All right, I know that. But I'll just take a few dollars, you get up out of there. These are not big positions either, so they're small positions. Let me check this. Small positions. Peak profits, he can't get any better price than this max. He would is 40 when market closes on Monday. It's gonna go up. It's gonna gap up and push up on Monday. Next week is definitely gonna be bullish for gold. Let's look at news. Let's look at news next week. So we got CPI coming up too. So Tuesday we got nothing really major. Wednesday, nothing really major. It's Canadian. Thursday, we got normal news. Friday, we got unemployment change, basically NFP for CAD. The following week, we got CPI. So CPI is definitely going to push gold up or down. But CPI is major. This unemployment goal, GBP is major. Thursday, we got PPI, which is major, right? So really, Tuesday and Thursday of next week, or next 2 weeks, 2 weeks from now, is enough to push gold all the way up there. And if the news is negative for the dollar, that shit gonna fly up. Gold gonna fly up if the news is negative. If PPI is negative, gold gonna fly up, which it should, but we don't know, But anyways, I'm gonna just wait for it. I really want to just get a quick little scalp in, to be honest. I really want to just catch price on this line where it's trying to come to right now, and I'm just gonna load up and catch a little scalp. if it can come down here to this other line out here, that's even better. At the bottom of this flag pattern. All right, so here's for you guys that don't know what flag pattern is, it's when price is bullish or bearish. And you got this type of move like this, right? This is a pennant flag, however you want to look at it, all the same shit. But what it does is it's a continuation pattern. Price drops in. And does this, all right? Vice versa for a sell. All right, that's a bearish flag. Continuation patterns. So ideally, I want price to come back down to the bottom of this. All right, and that's gonna be a better price right in this area right here. Down here at these bottom areas. Because you want to buy low, right? So these are not the best entries up here, to be honest. But you can scalp it if you want to. But down here, that's why I'm really waiting and saving my big boy lots to when price pushes down to these areas. But you can see price rejecting off of this. It's trying to break out again to go long. But again, my bias is going long. It'll go long next week, or the next couple weeks is going to be going bullish. All right. Just had somebody join the trading waiting room. Whoever that is, I'm about to send you a message right now. It doesn't have a name. It's just like numbers. So, all right. Yes, sir. All right, we got people joining in, man. Let's get it. The link is down there. I just want to help you guys out. You feel me? Just want to get you guys in here up on game, making you guys some bread, teaching y'all how to do this stuff, send y'all on y'all way. My goal is to create independent traders, right? But while you're learning, you're gonna make money too. All right, you're gonna learn strategies that I use. You're gonna get signals. All right, we trade live every morning. Gold is breaking out again. We trade live every morning. You got a chance to do one-on-one sessions with me, asking questions. If you need a course, we got a course in here for free. Most people charge y'all for courses. I give y'all that shit for free. Really, you can't beat it, bro. You can't beat it for the $25, bro. Like, yeah, this shit it's crazy, honestly. All right, next person just joined. I'm about to send you a message right now. I just sent you a message. Yep, I do. There's the link right there. I thought I pinned it. Let me pin it. Yep, the link is right here. The link is right here in the chat. This is the waiting room. You join the waiting room. I'll message you directly. Ask you if you got, Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, however you want to pay your $25 to get in. So one-time fee. Once you're in, you're in. And you let me know whichever one you got. And then I'll send you the links to join in. Do I trade synthetics? Nah, bro. Nope. Next week, I'm traveling for 2 weeks away. I hate trading on my laptop. I'm used to my 34-inch screen. Got the big boy. Yep, so there's the link right there. Gold is breaking out and we're back in profits. I love it. We're back in profits. I love it. You know what? I might just take this little profit. It ain't much. And what time is it? 3:30. Do you trade Lamb? Do you trade VIX? If you do, we can look at it. I'm open to looking at futures, synthetics, stocks for the people who trade these different instruments. Definitely open to that. I'm not against it. But this I need to look at on a higher time. Ooh, wow, this looks. It's different. This is definitely different. On the weekend. Oh shit, so it's one of those that move on the weekend. I could tell because it got all these damn gaps in here. It looks like reading Braille. This shit gappy as hell, bro. You could tell where the market closed, where it opened up again. But hey, trading these gaps, oh my God. I'm just looking at these gaps right here. You can make some bread on these gaps, bro. I mean, even using the same method of how I trade, look, price is consolidating right here, right? So look at this. Right here, buy low. On the weekends, I just enjoy life and study more. Yep. I try to enjoy it as much as I can, doing my thing. And then Sundays, I'm locked in. I try to minimize the fun on Sundays to make sure I'm back. I'm sober. You know what I'm saying? I ain't too drunk or, having some beer, some caipirinhas. I'm clear. I'm back on the charts, ready to lock in for the market because we trade, or we do like weekly. Once you join the group, we do weekly markups on Sunday before the market opens up. And then if the market makes gaps or whatever the case, we come back and we make money on that too. So for here, I would definitely be buying down in here these areas here. Like right here, I would have definitely bought for sure. I don't even know what VIX value is to say. But look, just buying right there. Look at this gap. That shit gap. I would have closed right then. Yeah, I would have closed right then. I might have to look into this, bro. Because if it's making bread like that, if it's really making bread like that, probably need to look at this on like a high time frame. It just hella. It ain't really doing. I mean, it has big spikes, but it's not really like. How do you trade this? What's the? Now I have traded that, brother. That shit right there. That shit right there. That shit right there makes bread. Um, I traded that on a demo one time because I used to be well, one of my business partners, he trades this. Yep, I know exactly the volatility and crash and all. I was like, bro, this shit crash 500, crash 1,000, volatility, all that shit. Yeah, bread, bread. And I fell out of contact with him. I lost the contact like a year or two ago. And I don't know how to get informed about like what brokers, what's the trading platforms, all this shit. Cause I really want to get back into it. Cause I was like, bro, this is just a very small lot. Making that much money is insane. So, hey, Lamb, um, give me more information, bro. Message me on Instagram. It's the same as my YouTube. Please hit me up. Let me know what platform this is. Uh, yeah, I need to get back in there. I was just demoing, just testing it, and I was like, bro, this shit is insane. Yep. See what I'm saying? See how it bounced off of this, and this is exactly why I'm like, yeah, I need to break through here first. Yep, I need to break through here, so it's respecting this level. Yep. Let's check out gold. Gold still in profit, very little. It's starting to lose volume right now because the markets get ready to close. So yeah, should be a DM. Should be a DM. Okay, cool. Congratulations on being here, bro. I appreciate it. We don't normally do this. Again, this is normally behind a paid wall. But I vow to do this every Friday and let you guys, catch a little free live stream about how we trade, and can't show you everything here, of course, but give you guys some basic knowledge, basic understanding stuff, and you caught a free trade while you was here. So I took a loan from it and ate. Thank you for your guidance. There you go. See, got a free win out of that. Got a free win out of that. And it's funny. You could have went long on US 30. All right, because here is a support here too. Same zone. All right, take it back up to this zone here. Little scalp, but I wouldn't advise that, bro, because the market is about to close. So just take the bread and get out, and don't even get back in, because you don't want to be stuck in the market and then Sunday that shit gap you up, gap you down. Like, nah. But you can see it's Ranger, right? So that's cool. That's cool. All right, we got a new member. There we go. Shout out to Aaron. We got a new member. All right, let me shoot him the link real quick. Da, 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 da. All right, let me get him his link sent out. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Oop, I sent him the same link twice. Da, 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 da. Man, dog, want you in the club. Cause it was fights in the club. All right, there you go. As soon as he joins in, I'm gonna shoot him his beginning steps, how to set up his broker, what broker he can choose from, what broker I use. I fucking love my broker, bro. I love my broker. I don't think nobody in the game got a better broker. I love it. And the shit gives you a 2,000 leverage. Like you can use a 2,000 leverage with the broker that I use. Most brokers cap you at 500. All right, so let's say SP that you got in on SPX 500, right? Same setup. Look at this. All right, you could have took this. You really could still scalp if you wanted to. If you already got out though. But look, same setup. Acting kind of funny. Pop it for that money. There we go. The zone right here. Looking for a baller. There we go. Now we back playing the game, bro. Ping pong. Back playing. Look. Buy low. Sell high. All right. Buy low, sell high. I'm so glad I got my own. I ain't worried about Josephine. Damn, bro. See what I'm saying? Look, this broke into the zone right here. Look, broke in. It broke into the level, the resistance. Broke through here. Came back, retested. Boom. Sale. Right? The market's already selling. Look at this. The market's already selling. Breakout. It broke into a zone. Came back, retested it. Sale. Right here. Right? Sell it down to the. All right? From the support, where we're going to take this back up to, chat, to the roof. All right? When the roof is over here and it's hit, we're going to take this back to, chat, here, 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 here. We're just going to play the game. And finally what's going to happen is going to break out again, right? SP, I promise you, bro, next week, price is going to break out of this. Why? Because this is a bearish rectangle pattern. I'm gonna leave. You know what? I'm gonna make a copy of this as well. I'm gonna send it to my chat. All right. This is a bearish rectangle pattern. I'm so glad I got my own. I ain't worried about Josephine. And what happens is continuation pattern. All right. Channel, boom. All right. I already got my targets down here where I think price is gonna go. And this is the same thing that's doing for SPX 500. All right, our bias is already bearish. The market's already bearish. All right, ping pong back and forth. Get this breakout, again, breakout retest, and we ride the wave. All right, US 30, same thing. I'm gonna just show you exactly what you would have made by using $1 on this breakout right here, or this break in. It broke into the range. All right, sale. Use $1. Watch this from top to bottom. You see that? That was down there $400 right there. There you go. Get out. All right. Make your bread. You made that bread literally in 15, 30, 45, an hour and 15 minutes. An hour and 15 minutes, you made about $400. All right. Boom. Buy from here. Back to the top. Here we go. $84 out the gate. Off of $1, bro. $84 out of the gate. $84 out of the gate. All right? $84 in 15 minutes. What job pay you $84 an hour? Look at the price. Look at the profits. See what I'm saying? It came down again. Look, this is a scalp, by the way. If you don't think price is coming back up here, you're misinformed, right? And look, here's a trend line here to confirm. All right, just to confirm. Now let me show you another trick you could have did. Let me show you something else you could have did with this. As soon as price came up here, we see, okay, it's a trend line here, right? Let's take, we're gonna go, boom. As soon as they hit the trend line, we out. Right? We can draw this trend line from all the way up here too. There you go. Here we go. That's the trend line, we out. $394. All right? $394, we out. Close the trade. Close the trade. If the next candle is a red candle and closes a like a bearish engulfing, we're gonna take this sell. All right, okay, cool. We're gonna wait. All right, we seeing some rejection. Really could sell right here, to be honest. With the stop loss at the top, right? So this is how it would look if you was to sell this right here for this trend line. Because again, this is a 15-minute chart. You can just scalp this. So short, all right, entry is right up here at the close of this candle. Stop loss is above this tight stop loss, right? Right above here. And then you can take this back down to the support, or at least where I rejected that, which is a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. With the leverage, I use a 2,000 leverage. So, bro, you can literally let this trade run until you old and gray. real shit. So here you go. Boom. Instant profit, $79 out of the gate. If you want to make this trade a break even at this point where it's literally zero risk to you at all, here you go. You can move your stop loss to break even, to the entry price, to where now you ain't losing no money. All right. And you just let the trade run. Risk free, $163. All right. TP hit right there for $200. All right. $213. TP hit. There you go. Close the trade. Now, what you could do over here again, because we know always follow what history is doing. Price has been respecting this area right here. All right. So look right here. You got support. Support. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, believe it's a duck. All right. So here you could actually close your trade, and you could do another scalp for a buy. Right. Put your stop loss below this zone here where price has been respecting. All right, put your stop loss somewhere up in this area. All right, mentally, I just, I watch it, and then you can target this trend line again. And there you go. So right now, you would be in profit $213. You see what I'm saying? Literally, you can close this trade right here and be done. So you got a $200 win, another $200, another $3, bro. Simple as that. And then guess what happens? If price, not if, when price comes back up here, if it breaks through here, right, and comes back above here, stays above, guess what price is coming back to? Which, well, we already know where price wants to come back to, is resistance. All right, but if it starts showing you signs like how it did right here, then you would just take the sell back down and get a little scalp right here. It's really simple, bro. And again, a lot of this we do live. Or I'm doing this and I literally post a screenshot to the chat explaining, yo, this is the setup, this is what I'm doing, I'm about to get in. Or I'll tell you, look, sell or buy right now. I'll show you the stop loss, take profit areas, right? And that's literally all you have to do. Even if you don't know anything about any damn thing, all you gotta do is know how to press buy and sell. Let me do all the other shit until you learn and understand what we're doing. But that's it, bro. That's literally it. Literally it. All right, literally it. So I'm gonna leave this here and we're gonna rock with that. All right. Dun, dun, dun. All right, man. This was fun. This was fun. Again, next time I'll see you guys will be on Friday of next week. Lord says the same. We'll be here again next Friday, live and live in color. Doing the same thing. We're gonna go back and look at what the week did. All right, whatever y'all want to do. Lamb, you said you sent me a request on Insta. All right, bet. I'm gonna hit you up, bro. We'll lock in. All right, we'll lock in. All righty. I will put the link for this group in this description of this live stream. If you guys want to join, again, it's there. Let's do one more quick look. I forgot about my gold trade, bro. What the hell? Oh shit, I'm up. I'm up. Okay. I'm up. I'm up. I'm gonna go ahead and do I want to close this? You know, I think I'm gonna hold this. Decisions, decisions. Decisions, decisions. All right. I got an hour to decide what I'm gonna do. I got an hour. Man, this weather is shitty today. For a Friday in Brazil, for it to be summertime, it is shitty today. Weather is cloudy, gray, gloomy as hell, rainy. I can see the beach right now. The waves is like shit like a damn tsunami. They got the helicopters flying over just to make sure ain't nobody out there trapped. But these waves look crazy, bro. Um, I don't know. I might. See. I am bullish. Let me show you something, bro. I actually might take this. I actually might take this position right here on GU and hold it. Look at this. Right off of the gold. Yeah, I'm taking this. I'm taking this. I'm getting in on this buy right here. This is what you call sniper entry setup right here. You know what? I'm actually going to call it for the group too. Just hold it because this is definitely a swing trade setup. Oh man, don't want you in the club because you're popping starting fights in the club. Swing trade alert. I'm sending this out to the chat right now. We already are biased on GU anyway for buys. Oh man, don't want you in the club because you're popping starting fights in the club. Why is this song stuck in my head? I don't even know. I don't even know. She says I think I'm funny. All right, here we go. Here we go. Long term, we know price is already broke out. But we got a support area here. All right, so look at this trend line that we have on the 4-hour chart. It's trending, got a breakout, retest, and now we should be pushing up. All right, we'll see. The daily chart, price literally hit off of the 200 moving average, created a beautiful green candle off of the support. Beautiful, beautiful. So I think it's safe to say that we could be going bullish on GU. So I already sent this out to my group, and we're gonna do the damn thing. All right. All right, man. Look, this was fun. We will be back again. You know what? You can actually feel all of these candles to be totally 100. You can feel all of these. But yeah, we'll be back again on Friday of next week to see how we did this week. We say that. This thing is only bullish on the $5-minute, 15-minute. All right, team. We'll catch y'all next time, man. It's been real. Much love, much respect to all you guys. What tool is that to be able to drag and draw the Fibonacci like that? The Fibonacci retracement. So if you come over here on TradingView, if you click into this right here, you'll see Fib retracement. It's one of my favorites. And you just drag the high to the low. All right. From the high to the low. And then you wait for price. So in this case, it would have been over here, right? So you take this high or this low to this high. All right, let's just say you didn't see any of this. All right, price is pushing up. Boom. All right, price pushed up. coming back up to retest inside of this golden zone. All right. Came back up and hit the golden zone, the 50. See it pinned off. And then from there, it just dropped off. Now over here, if you want to, now you see the price is actually pushing down. So you would go from this point up here at the most recent high. All right, and where price is. And you just wait for a pullback, right? A retracement. So price is pushed down, and now you're gonna wait for price to push back in here to keep coming down again. All right. Michael Jordan, the GOAT. There you go, bro. Yo, you know what's funny? I just got a affirmation from this app that I have on my phone. They send me affirmations every day. And it says, I am supported by the universe in all my endeavors. So claim that. I am supported by the universe in all my endeavors. Everything I touch, everything I do is supported by the universe. It's destined to be great. You gotta speak life into yourself. Speak life. I like that. All right, bros. Catch y'all next time, man. Next Friday, we'll see y'all again. I don't know exactly what time I'll be on next Friday, but if you're in the group, you'll see me every day. But for you guys that's not in the group yet, you'll see me next Friday. Other than that, make sure you guys are going to the most recent videos, liking and commenting and doing all that good shit. If you already did that, I'm not talking to you because you already did what you had to do. But for those that didn't do that yet, man, go ahead and support your boy one time. You know, it don't cost you that to like a video. So yeah, y'all have a good weekend. Be safe. And we'll catch y'all next week. Da, 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 da.